Yeah, this is the all-new SX-E5. SX standing for, a sport mini cycle, a full-on race bike. The E obviously standing for electric powered, and the 5, which is a 5 kilowatt power output. So really exciting times. The first battery powered mini cycle, hopefully opening up a lot of different riding areas for young guys. Yeah, really exciting. So this bike, being KTM, everything is built ready to race. So performance was a really big feature of this bike, but also they really thought about the safety and how the longevity of this bike. So the ability for a rider to get it very early on, maybe 3 years old, and keep this bike right up to an 8-year-old. So the size of the bike changes from an SX50 Mini all the way up to the full-size SX50. And the power delivery can be tailored. So from mode number 1, which is literally a beginner's mode, right up to mode number 6, which you would imagine, the top level pro mini cycle racers would use that output. So the battery powered bike compared to the petrol powered bike, I think they're actually reasonably comparable. The electric powered bike has some advantages in that the torque comes in very, very early in the RPM. And the moment the rider touches the throttle, the bike moves. Whereas the petrol powered bike, being clutch driven, there's a little bit of a lag. So off the turns, the electric bike really accelerates hard and has quite an advantage. But by the end of the straight, the petrol bike has the advantage back again because it has the ability to pull a little longer. So I think around the track they'd be pretty comparable. Yeah, KTM has been really involved in looking into the future and how they can make motorbikes more sustainable and actually get a broader audience for a motorbike, and battery power is definitely one of the ways that can happen. So the development, they had a full-size bike which was a high voltage bike which was quite complex, required a lot of certification to work on and things like that. So with the mini cycle, they really simplified things, and this now comes under the guise of a low voltage. So no qualification needed, a much simpler setup, really easy for the dealer to actually service and sell the bike, and really easy for the customer to look after the bike. So they've thought about the implications of the battery power and how they can make it very accessible for everyone.